ended up landing on Zoom because that just kind of became the common ground for everybody. But I had no idea how to do this. And because I was flying everywhere and doing every interview I could in person, because I just, like we're doing right now. And I'm so appreciative that we're sitting down and doing this in person, because nothing beats being able to shake someone's hand, give them a hug, look them in the eyes, not have a half-second delay, because when you're looking at someone on a Zoom meeting, you're looking at a 2-dimensional version of a 3-dimensional person. It's not quite the same.
No.
Like I put out this tweet and I said, if you did an interview with someone over Zoom, did you really meet them? And it was really interesting seeing people's reaction to that. A lot of people said, yeah, of course you did, because you got to talk to them. And then a lot of people said, no, because the first thing you do when you meet that person in real life after that is you say, it's so good to meet you in person.
Yep.
And I'm in that camp.
And you build relationships off of that. I can honestly say doing in-person interviews, like, you stay in touch with almost everybody.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Zoom interviews, like you said, you don't really meet them. It's kind of like, it's a chore for them almost to be like, I got to do
I
this
heard a
quick
celebrity refer to this as like the new jury duty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I guess I got to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People promoting movies in 2020, they're like, I guess we're off. It's like, oh no, there's this thing called Zoom now. And you're going to have to do video calls. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. But it's a totally different world now.
Oh my God. I think it's both, like you said, good and bad. You can do it from, like, if you told me like, okay, because I woke up this morning to your email being like, flight got delayed, might have to like change the time or whatever. Like if we weren't able to do this today, it's like, okay, next time you're in town, as opposed to like, I could have easily been like, here's a Zoom link if you want to do it that way, but it's not the same.
Not the same. So I'm glad that we're here doing this in person.
Absolutely. And again, like someone I've watched for years upon end, I'm not going to do a Zoom interview with you. I was going to meet you in person, right? And congrats, you're going to be a dad in a few months.
Yeah, it's coming up so quickly.
That's so crazy.
May. Yeah.
Wow. Husband, father, you're an old man now.
It's a heck of a 2022. I mean, and these are like I'm just getting used to wearing this on my finger here. Yeah, it's been great.
Oh, man. And did you guys have do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Did you have a gender reveal?
We did.
What did you guys do for that?
Well, we were like, we don't want to like have fireworks and like set California on fire. So we just did like the thing where like the smoke goes up, like the smoke cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's like
perfect.
pink smoke. Boom.
That's perfect. And that's probably got to be like the most elated feeling in the world when that comes up. Because either way, you're going to be ecstatic, but it's like.
Yeah. So Rachel, my wife, was like, I'm confident this is a girl. And I'm like, what makes you say that? And she's like, I don't know. Like everybody who says, they've had a girl before, all their symptoms have been like mine. So she was really feeling nauseous at first. And I'm like, look, I'm happy. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care, boy or girl. And she was right. Like when that pink smoke went off, she was just like, kind of like, I knew it. Yeah.
And everybody says girls are easier.
Do they?
That's what a lot of people say.
I don't know.
That's what they say.
We'll have this interview again in a few years and I will tell you if that's true or not. I don't know.
Oh my God. One of these days, we're going to have to go to Blue Wire and do what you did with TJP or, and have his baby just in the crate.
He had like this portable crib that he brought with him. It was the greatest thing.
I can't imagine.
I can't either.
Because worst case scenario, that baby's going to be like off the wall, just screaming the entire time. And you really don't know what's going to happen. You guys got really lucky.
It somehow he was like, oh no, James is a good baby. We'll be fine. It'll work out.
And it did.
And it did.
He was right.
Yeah.
There was one, because talking about gender reveals, did you guys put a lot into it? Because you're a big pro wrestling guy. I came across this.
I know.
You know how crazy that is?
I know. She joked about this, right? Because before this video,
a couple of family members.
That's actually that's Sin Bodhi, he lives here in Vegas. You should probably have him on the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But I've known Sin. I watched him when I was like 16 when he was wrestling in Toronto.
Yeah.
Before this video really went viral, EC3, who's a buddy of mine, got paid to be in a gender reveal wrestling match. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And, one guy wore the blue trunks, the other wore the pink trunks, and they had a match. What's funny watching those videos is you can tell the audience clearly have never watched a wrestling match before.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of giggling at the punches and kind of like Not sure if they should laugh or cheer when people are getting body slammed. But then at the end, 1, 2, 3, oh, it's a boy.
Only the ref knows the finish. Only the two wrestlers know it's like, who's booking this,
That's
you know?
so funny.
You get to be Vince for a day. Like, it's really, like, to me, like, when I saw that, I'm like, I'm doing that. Like, nobody stop. Hopefully I marry someone or like all my buddies there are wrestling fans, or else it would be weird. But
My wife is the best. Rachel is the best. And she was like, we should do it. I'm like, get out of here. That's so silly. She was like, no, I'm serious. We should do the gender reveal wrestling match. And I said, we can't do that. Also, like, so many people have already done it. We can't do that. Let's just do something easy and safe and quick. We're not hiring wrestlers. She's like, but do you think we could? I'm like, no, we're not doing it. So I was talking her out of it.
wow,
Yeah.
you're the wrestling guy too. So you're a good husband. You knew she'd regret it in the long run.
I don't know. I just didn't want to, I didn't want that to be the thing, you know?
Just imagine though, your daughter grows up to be a pro wrestler. You'd be like, this was your gender reveal party.
But maybe she grows up to be a pro wrestler in spite of all of that, you know? I don't know.
What do you think of the whole Stephanie stepping down after Vince came back?
It's all like rumors right now.
Because like, obviously, like the wrestling Twitterverse is just like, oh, he's changing everything again. Like, he's so selfish.
Yeah.
It's like, it's probably a lot simpler than that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes than any of us could ever be aware of. But it's so interesting, especially in wrestling Twitter, how when something catches on, that's it. It spreads like wildfire. So as we sit here right now, there's all these rumors. Nobody knows what's actually happening. But there had been like talk and like speculation for years. I remember interviewing Ryback like 3 years ago, and he's like, I bet WWE is going to sell to like a major like media company. I said, no way. Why would they do that? He's like, I'm telling you, they're going to sell to like Fox, Disney, something like that. So like this has been kind of out there in the zeitgeist for a while. Very curious what happens here. And then how does the product look different or the same? Because if it goes back to being a privately owned company, which is one of the rumors right now, things could really shift.
That's going to really change things.
It could.
Like, just think about it from a creative standpoint, how different it would be.
It could, but then you still have to, like, if you're on a television network, you still have to adhere to their standards. I don't know. If it becomes a privately owned company again, that PG rating could go away pretty quickly, and it could go back to like Attitude Era, but I just can't see that happening. I just really think that like they've figured out what's working for them. But I guess it would just come down to whoever the new owner is.
That's going to be nuts.